Hello everyone and welcome back to the Tournament of the Old World. As we see here with Jeff the Ref in his rather spiffy blue and white gear, we're back with the Skaven. It's the second round as we've got the forces of Tretch Craventail taking on the forces of Queek Headtaker. Now Tretch has got a relatively balanced force going in here. His front line is, bolstered here by a Rat Ogre's unit, followed by a couple of Clan Rat units, just your standard frontline troopers for the Skaven, alongside a unit of Storm Vermin with halberds, some of their most elite ratty-based people. Behind them in the skirmish line we have a sniper team of Wartblock Jezzails, hopefully they'll do better than the previous round, a unit of Poisoned Wind Mortars, equivalent to a type of artillery unit there. Tretch himself standing behind, which seems appropriate given his personality, a unit of Warp Fire Throwers, and a good old unit of Poisoned Wind Globadiers. And right at the very back there, we also have a unit of Death Runners, sneaky dual sword wielding assassin types, who are going to be very good at doing high damage very quickly. Across from him though is Queek Headtaker. His force is relatively similar actually, given what the composition's like. He has a front line that includes a unit of insane, mad plague monks, backed by a solid unit of storm vermin with sword and shield instead of halberds, and a unit of Skaven slave with spears. His fast attack consists of a Doom Flayers, which we've never seen before so far in the tournament, rather spiffy, awesome looking little units, alongside his own skirmish line, which consists of a Rattling Gun team, backed up by Poison Wind Globadiers, Queek himself in the middle, another unit of Poison Wind Globadiers, and a full-on heavy artillery piece in the form of a Plague Claw catapult. So let's see how it goes. As Jeff has told us, things are a go-go, and we can see that Queek's forces are the ones that are going to be making the move first. Strangely enough, Tretch should be aware that that artillery piece there has definitely got the range advantage on him. I'd say that that's probably the biggest threat to his front line at the moment. And this is the Broken Leg Gully map. I believe it's one of the quest battle maps. It's a rather nice one. Nice sort of middle ground here set up with a couple of high spots. We're hoping that Jeff doesn't get spotted up here in the trees by the forces of Queek Headtaker. That could cause some issues, could lead to a disqualification if they decide to go after. I can hear the voices through my headset over on my right there. Don't know if this microphone will pick them up, but we'll see how that goes. As we see slowly as they move in, I'm assuming that Tretch is going to be relying on his own sort of artillery units, excuse me, in the form of the Poison Wind Mortar team. Oh, there we go. Looks like we've got the first shots coming in from the Plague Claw catapults, and they narrowly miss the Wartblock Jezzails there as they run to the side, and then look at their little legs. Look at their little rat legs go. Oh, what a wonderful little animation there. But here comes the next salvo now, and the Wartlocks immediately have to move. Again, it looks like the Poison Wind Mortar team not too happy with this. And oh, some of the Jezzails. Oh, literally the top half of that guy has just completely exploded. There's nothing left of his upper body. They won't be identifying him via dental records. Another shot coming in now. Wartlocks just sort of meandering and not quite sure what they're doing. Queek could just be content to sit here and just wear down one of the best units that he's got available, but it looks like Queek is going to continue his inexorable march forward. You can see the Skaven slaves there. Not really the most ready for a fight. There's no armor. They're a very weak, expendable unit. They're basically a meat shield. He's going to want to be able to throw them in and tie up at least one of Tretch's main sort of infantry units. We can see that the Wartwatch Jezzails are taking fire, but here comes the return fire of the Poison Wind Mortars. Oh my god, that's effective! Oh, the Wartwatch Jezzails getting some shots in at last. Queek's definitely got his work cut out for him here. He's going to have to get involved quick. The Wartblocks, now they're not moving, are definitely taking their hits. Return fire though. Oh, the Rattling Gun team just got hit very hard. They didn't get any opportunity to really let loose. They've taken a lot of damage, a lot of casualties there. Straight on the off as the front lines are about to be met as they're about to be joined. We've got the Doom Flayers fighting the Rat Ogres here on the right flank of Tretch's forces. The centre now is a massive battle here with the Skaven slaves taking on the 2 clan rats. That didn't last long. It's down to the Plague Monks there. Queek's decided to engage the left flank there of Tretch's forces, backed by his Storm Vermin. He's got his own Poison Wing Globadiers chucking in. The Warp Watchers are also fleeing. They've taken horrendous casualties. The Storm Vermin with halberds there are on the run. Queek has smashed through them, not surprising. Queek is a surprisingly effective melee fighter. He's one of the toughest that the Skaven have available to them. Tretch is now his target, as Tretch is trying to run off the Storm Vermin. The Warp Fire Thrower is getting stuck in, hitting both friend and foe there, but this is Skaven. They're not really that bothered about friendly casualties. Over on the flanks, it looks like the Doom Flayers have been defeated soundly and are running away. The Rattling Gun team of Queek has come back to the fight. We'll see whether they can make any difference at this point. It's a Rat Ogre literally just flung himself across the battlefield there and squished some Plague Monks, who are now also deciding that that retreat is a better option than standing around and getting murderized in that. As we see some of the Plague Claw catapult fire whisk past overhead, very little there. The Storm Vermin with halberds are now back in the fight. Queek is fighting his way. We can see the fire raining in from the Rattling Gun team, putting in shots. Looks like they've just downed a Rat Ogre with that. There's no shortage of targets for them. There's a lot of Tretch's troops there. They could just hold the trigger down and keep firing, but unfortunately for the Rattling Gun team, they once again became the targets of the Poison Wind Mortars. They are more than paying for themselves in this fight. They have been key to shattering Queek's front line, and Queek's forces are few and far between on the field. Queek himself, though, was doing very well. He is absolutely hammering Tretch in this one-on-one fight. In fact, he just hit him so hard he sent him flying to the ground. Tretch isn't quite defeated just yet, but his hit points are low, and they're no doubt going to keep dropping. He's not the type of fighter to take on Queek Headtaker, that is for sure. As Queek is continuing his fight, he may at least just try to get the little victory there where he can get it. Taking out Tretch would be a big blow to the morale of Tretch's forces, but would it really be enough to win the fight at this point? He's only got an artillery team and his own troops retreating from the field. He's got very little left that can actually be used in this fight to win. The Warp Fire Throwers are going to cause lots of damage. The Plague Claw Catapult, trying to do some damage to those Poison Wind Mortars, has finally caused them to temporarily retreat, at least, as the infantry charge in. Poison Wind Globadiers getting involved in the melee. That's not a particularly smart choice there, but what else of the what other option do they have when you've got this melee lord? Oh, and he just murderized a member of the team there, of the mortars there. As we've got the Death Runners coming in to support, activating their abilities as they run in, and a bunch of them just got smacked away there by Queek. He does not take prisoners, as he sends more of the Death Runners flying there. Ow, and it's a big one. Just absolutely butchering. He's definitely not one to be trifled with as far as units are concerned. We can see that the Plague Claw catapults over there are being swarmed quite literally by clan rats. There won't be much left of that team if they survive at all. And Queek's morale has finally broken. There's nothing left, and Jeff's called it there and then. Not a bad one, not a bad one. As we go to the post-match score here, we can see that between the two, size-wise of both armies wasn't too different. 693s and 649. Losses, though, speak for themselves. 197 for Tretch's forces to 433 for Queek's forces. Significant losses. As we can see over here, Tretch didn't do a lot himself. He didn't need to. His Death Runners got 25. His Storm Vermin got 26. His Poison Wing Globadiers got 37. The Warp Fire Throwers burnt 107 rat people to death, backed by the Poison Wing Mortars, that got 55. The Warp Watchers Ales were focused down, but they still managed to take out 14. The Rat Ogres did a lot of damage, got 79. And the two Clan Rat units did about average for what you'd expect. On the flip side of it, Queek only got 24 kills, despite the fact that he was involved quite heavily in the fighting. His own Plague Monks got 29, his Storm Vermin got 44, and his two units of Poison Wing Globadiers got 24 and 13 respectively. The artillery only killed 25 enemies, while the Doom Flayers did 0. Although they did some damage to the Rat Ogres, it clearly wasn't enough, as can be evidenced by the fact that those Rat Ogres have a lot of their hit points left, and still bagged themselves 79 kills. So not a good investment there. On the other side of it, the Rattling Gunners only apparently managed to kill one enemy, which was possibly a Rat Ogre as we saw earlier, and the rest of it was just damage across the board. And the Skaven slaves didn't get a single kill, but more than half of their unit survived to flee the field. Clearly, they're going to be on the dinner table tonight, once Queek gets back to his little lair underground. But that means Tretch Craventail will go forward to fight, I believe it's Lord Skrolk in round 4, but we've still got the remaining generals of Throt the Unclean taking on Deathmaster Snitch. We'll see you in the next one for that. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.